Seb. Got a couple more preseason games under your team's belt. How have you kind of feel like they've gone on, and what have you seen from them?
No, it's been good. Like I said before, it's been important to make sure that everyone's getting fit and getting the minutes that they need. We're still managing them this early on in pre-season, and as the weeks keep coming forward, we have to start exposing them to more minutes. So we work heavily with the medical staff. They've been brilliant, and the players feel good and they feel ready when they go into games and feel prepared. And so we just keep progressing forward within that. And we've still got new players here who are still finding their way within the team and how we want to play, and sticking to our principles and our identity. And it's been really pleasing from myself and the rest of the staff.
Got an opportunity now in the last couple of games just to kind of see what you have, not just with the players that you already know, but the players that are new, as you kind of talk about, but some of the younger players as well with the draftees. How have you kind of seen them mesh with the team in game situations rather than just in practice?
Yeah, it's been great. We've been able to experiment a little bit. We've got international tournaments happening right now, which can throw a curveball at you, but we have a very competitive roster here, and when it comes to the first game of the season, it's going to be some tough decisions to make. Everyone's here for different reasons. Like you said, there's still players who are fighting for contracts, there's players fighting for starting positions, and I think it's a great place for us to be at. We're still figuring the best team available, which is a great position to be at. But it's pleasing for all of us and exciting for all of us, and especially the fans who are ready for that first game of the season. So yeah, we're in a really good place right now.
Kind of as the preseason goes on, you've always talked about wanting versatility from your players, and having these situations where players are missing or international duty or whatnot, being able to kind of experiment with certain players in different positions. How important is that to get that through in preseason, to kind of know who can play in what position, just as you go into the season?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to be adaptable within the season. Injuries are going to happen. Like I said, international tournaments are going to happen. And it's giving those players that exposure in pre-season, within training, within pre-season matches. You can change formations, you can change your style of play to somewhat. But the players know what we expect from them. We want to win, and how we want to win is going to be important. And so I think pre-season has been a great opportunity for those players to have that exposure for when they may be relied on it within the season.
How tough does that make it for you as a coach to have to go and try and figure out not only styles of play but formations, and finding the best fit for this team?
Yeah, I mean, every team's different. Every club has a different philosophy and different style of play, and you can see this year there's a lot of coaching changes within the league also. So there's a lot of unknown, but you want to be prepared for any scenario that presents itself. So we've been able this preseason to go through different types of formations, experiment with different players in different positions, and so when again we need them to fill that position within the season when points are on the line, they should be ready and prepared for that.
Looking ahead now for the rest of the preseason, you've got some NWSL teams, some college teams on your schedule to play. What are you kind of looking to see from this team in those matches?
Again, we have to start ramping up. We're halfway through preseason now, and before you know it, it's going to be the first regular season game. So just enforcing, who we are as a team, sticking by that. Again, building those relationships within the group. Create a winning mentality as well. I think that's important to get ahead of it early on before the season starts. So there's a lot of things that we're still focusing on, but I can assure that we'll be ready for the game against Louisville away.